okay, the original live buffered and stopped. Wouldn't do anything, so I haven't done any thumbnail or anything for this one. I might go in and do it now actually and go and find the new one that everybody will be on. Hey, hey, hey. Hello, Kelly. How's Wendy? She all right? I did, thank you. And yourself? Hello, Mama. We're back on here. As soon as it went and crashed. Did you? Well, it's just another day. Just another day. Okay. I did do the on the other live that crashed just now. There was the first of the collective spirit messages, so that might resonate with you as well. Let's just see, Spirit, is there anything that you want to say to Keely? It's all right, they're not wanting me to go with them. They are wanting me to go with one of these and one of these. Okay. For you, Keely or Kelly, sorry, they're saying pleasure. Okay, so find things that bring you pleasure. When you're following your happiness, all the doors open. Remember, when you're loving yourself, choosing yourself, prioritizing yourself, and spoiling and pampering yourself, everybody will do that to you. When you're focused on other people, they're focused on themselves. Okay, so it's not as an ego thing. It's because the source of love and happiness comes from us. We're the source of our love and happiness. Okay, others are just a companion to our love and happiness. And that's where a lot of people go wrong, because they're chasing love, because they think others are the ones that make us happy and feel love. You know, when I'm not going to be happy until we're together, you know, I'm with somebody, or I'm not going to be happy unless I'm rich, etc., etc. Especially with things around the home. Spirit is saying for you there, Kaylee, my lovely. Try not to flood the chat, please. There's not many people watching, so there's no need. And who is Maham? It's okay. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Ignore that. Probably, as it says, this could be the one. Okay, so it's more likely that they will get engaged. Okay. The woman in this is definitely valued and appreciated, whether that's you or somebody you're asking about. Okay. So yes, in the current energy, it's very looking like a yes. Things can change. Energy changes all the time. I said I'd never come on here and do free readings again, and I am. And I said for the last 2 years I wasn't going to do something, and then I did it at Christmas. So we change our minds all the time, believe me. Remember, readings are never set in stone. It's just in the current energy. Okay? You're welcome, Kelly. Right. Okay, Mama, just remind me of his initial or first name, my lovely. Okay, for you, Mau, certainly more favourable. Oh, got 2 cards the same, actually. Look at them both. Things more balanced with the scales. See how the scales are balanced? So he should be showing up in a more favourable way now. Okay, remember, when you're loving, choosing and prioritising yourself, and you're not waiting for others to do it for you, okay, then that's where the magic happens. Okay, so when you're choosing yourself, he's choosing you. When you're prioritizing and loving yourself, he's prioritizing and loving you. When you're focused on them, they're focused on themselves, my lovely. Yes, you've got to let go of the old story, or else the new one can't come in. You just get stuck in the loop of the old story all the time. Okay. I will be doing the collective love reading in a moment. I want to try and find Because that other live crashed, I want to just try and put some details into the new one. I not like it there. Don't know if I can. Oh, I did. Right. Oh. Dumbo. Right. Let me just. Okay, I'm just going to get set up for the love reading, my lovelies. I don't need to do that. I can do that. Hopefully that's saved. Changes in it. Right. Okay, love reading for the collective, please, Spirit. Okay. So for those of you who are single, so the love reading that Spirit does is for 3 areas. Whether you're single and ready to mingle, you don't want anybody else from the past back, you're not tethered to anybody, you're not waiting for anybody, you're totally single and free, okay, and you're looking for love. If you're in no contact, and then if you are having problems in a relationship at the moment. Okay, so the first one, if you are single, what Spirit is saying to you is, some of you are still in, some of us don't realize that, okay, let me rephrase it. When everything is energy, okay, we're always emitting a frequency and energy from us, okay, and our thoughts are going out, our heart, our feelings and emotions are going out, okay. So, and our heart emits a magnetic field 6,000 times more than the thoughts. Okay, so if you're thinking something and you've got a lot of emotion behind it, it's adding an extra punch to it. Okay, and we don't realize that when you are in what Spirit calls, or what is known as a lack energy, you're feeling needy, you're desperate, you're impatient. I need, I want, they're not here. You're in a low energy and you're emitting that, and you're actually pushing your person away from you, or love away from you. And some of you are in that energy, Spirit is saying, and you're wondering why love isn't coming to you. Okay, you can have love. Remember, you're the source of love. Others are just a companion to your love. And that's where a lot of people go through from relationship to relationship to relationship, because they're always relying on somebody else to be their source of love. Yeah, but if only I had a good man or a good woman, then I'd be happy. No, you'll always be chasing love. Okay, so try to get out of that energy, Spirit is saying. And when you do meet somebody, okay, give that relationship a chance. All right, work on your partnership. You know, relationships can be made in heaven, but they have to be maintained on earth. All right, so there is love there, but for those of you in that energy of, I'm lonely, I need someone, if only I had someone, then I'll be happy, then you'll be waiting a long time. Okay, or you will just attract another lower energy relationship to you that will just fail. I don't know, Stormy. I couldn't read my phone without getting up close and personal to it. So I just started again. Just did it as a live again. Right, for those of you in no contact. Okay, we'll take that one as well. Spirit is saying that there could be some of you may have third parties involved, okay, other people, or this card for me can sometimes signify children, if they've got children that they've pulled, you know, are focused on, okay. It may be that there is a third party, but your person loves you. You know, they want to give you their heart here, and they're thinking about how they can, you know, plotting and planning how they can come back in. All right, and when they do come back in, they'll be serious. All right, and for some of you, it could be over the next 3 to 6 days, 3 to 6 weeks, or over the next 3 to 6 months. But your ship is coming into land. They're willing to give the, you know, they're wanting to work on the relationship, so give them a chance. So many people, so many clients want in their heart the relationship back. I really want my person. We're in no contact. When are they coming back? Okay. But then in their head, they've got a totally opposite story. So you're not in alignment. How can you have a loving relationship with them when you are slagging them off in your head, or remembering what was said, or the past? Okay, you've got to, when you come back together, the relationship has got to be a new relationship. The old relationship didn't work. So there's no point going back to those versions of you or the version of that relationship. It fell apart for a reason. Okay, so Spirit is saying when they come back in, you both have to work on it together. All right. It's like, here, look at her face turned away. The man has come back in, or your woman has come back in, ready. I want to give this another chance. And you're like, well, I remember what you did before, and this happened, and you did that. Okay, communication and trust are key foundations. If you two can't communicate, or you have no trust for that person, don't even bother. Okay, because it will just fall apart again. I'm going to put that one back because it's not really... yes, okay, Spirit is saying put that one back. There's a more relevant one, and that is patience. Okay, a lot of you be patient. Remember, when you're focused on you, when you're loving yourself, prioritizing yourself, choosing yourself, your person will automatically do that. When you're focused on them, I need, I want, hurry up, why aren't they here? And you're focused on the separation, and you're calling them an ex when you're wanting them to be your boyfriend or girlfriend, or husband and wife again. Okay, stop doing that. Because your energy goes, where your focus goes, your energy flows. Okay, so when you're focused on the separation and the no contact, you're keeping that in place. And when you're focused on them, they're focused on themselves. So focus back on you. Number one rule. Okay, again, you don't become happy because you find love. You find love because you're happy within yourself. You're the source of love. Others are a companion to that love. If you are in a relationship that's having up and downs, okay, again, focus back on yourself. Okay, everybody reflects who you say you are. If you're loving, choosing, prioritizing yourself, spoiling and pampering yourself, then everybody will reflect that back. Okay, but be patient. Rome wasn't built in a day. Sometimes it takes repetition. Okay, of focusing on what you do want instead of focusing on what you don't want. Remember, your words are like spells. All right, you're either cursing yourself with everything that you don't want and wondering why nothing is changing, or you are doing positive words that are bringing you what you want, reflecting back what you want. Remember, you're transmitting that beacon, and the frequency you're emitting has to be matched back. So if you're always moaning and complaining and you're focusing on everything you don't want, you're matching that and you're getting it back, and then you're sitting there saying, well, why is nothing changing? Okay, life sucks, I'm stuck. No, you're keeping yourself stuck. All right. And again, like I said earlier in the live, we change our minds all the time. You know, I have clients who say, yes, but they said they never want to do this and that this will never happen. Just take anything anybody says with a pinch of salt. Last year, back end of last year, I was saying that I am not going to do free readings. Yesterday, I woke up and I thought, right, it's coming up to Tuesday. I'll do free readings this year. You can listen back. I was adamant, not do free readings. But we change. There was something else over Christmas that for 2 years I've been saying that is never going to happen over my dead body. And twice it happened and I was perfectly fine with it. We shift and change all the time. Okay. Yes. Hang on a moment. Neela. There we go. And Happy New Year, Neela. Hello, Michelle. Sorry, Sunil, can't read what you put. Yes, exactly. Remember, it's not personal. It was a collective one. Okay, so now. Okay. They are attracted to you. They find you attractive. Okay, so now, so Kajal finds you attractive and you're very much in their heart, or they want to offer you their heart. So just let things unfold, my lovely, in the natural way that they're going to unfold. Just be yourself. I thought my dog had wandered off to be sick or whatever again then. She's curled up on the bed. Must be a ghost dog hanging around. It really sounded like she went downstairs. Dear. Right, okay. What am I doing? Okay. Hello, Marina, my lovely. And to you. when am I going? I'm just going to go back to that other first live that crashed and put in the timestamp for the spirit message. Okay, what's his initial, Michelle? G. Okay. Okay, for the moment, just be patient. Okay, gonna have to be patient. He sometimes, you know, this card is a no. Okay, but other times they do it as a timing. All right, so be patient. As they've said, be patient. I would think that he will. Okay, and it could be within a 3. Okay, so either within 3 hours, within 3 days, within 3 weeks. Okay, or over the next 3 months. All right, so you're going to have to be patient. He's doing a lot of thinking, Spirit is saying. Okay. Elsie, my lovely, do you mean a reading for your person who's a Libra? Or do you mean the Libra star sign? Because I don't do star signs, sweetheart. And if it is regarding a person, right, so you're a Libra and they're a Gemini, it doesn't matter. What's their initial, my lovely? Like I say, I don't do star signs, sweetheart. I channel Spirit. So what are we asking Spirit about him? What's your question about him? Okay. He is still attracted to you, okay? He does still think about you. And if he does come back, I'm being given the numbers 7 and 9. Okay, so how long has it been already? Days, weeks, months? Okay, Neela. Weeks. Okay. So what did they give us? 7 to 9. So it could be over the next 7 to 9 days. It could be within the next 7 to 9 weeks. Okay. I do feel he will be back. All right. This is part of your journey together. But also Spirit is saying you need to be strong. Remember, I mean, you might have only just joined, but when you're focused on him, he's focused on himself. Okay, remember, you're the source of love. Anybody else is just a companion to your love. So start choosing, loving and prioritizing yourself. Then he will choose, love and prioritize you. When you're waiting for him to be happy, you're chasing love, and a chaser energy pushes him away. Okay? But you can go back in the live afterwards to the timestamp for the love reading. Okay, so that you're not keeping him away longer than you need to. We're always transmitting an energy, and a desperate, needy, lack, impatient energy, and focused on the separation and the no contact and calling them an ex is keeping them away. All right? And a lot of people don't realize that and wonder why nothing's shifting. I can feel in my heart that we're going to be together, but why is there no movement? Because you're not in alignment. Your thoughts are not in alignment with what your heart wants. All right? Neela, my lovely. Okay. Right, I've got a paid reading here, so just hold fire with the paid readings take priority over the free readings. So, Neela, please help me with going. Okay. Okay. 10 cards, right, Neela. Yes, and Spirit's telling you that here. Right, okay. The usual butt kicking for you, my lovely. Okay. So, in your energy, Neela, Spirit is saying straight away, remember what we've taught you. Okay, remember all the lessons that we've taught you. Okay, but you're still reacting to the physical world. You're taking your cue from the physical world instead of taking the cue from you. Okay, you decide. So Spirit is saying you need to start setting boundaries with yourself here. Okay, you're not setting boundaries. You're just repeating the same loop. So you're not telling yourself, no, I'm not that version of me anymore. Okay, you're still taking forward into this year the old versions of you. Okay, who as if you've never been taught anything, Spirit is saying. So do that. You need to release this. You've got to release the old story. Okay, and stay in your power. Okay, and that means work. You've got to put the work in. It's not a process, it's putting the work in to correct yourself when you start drifting off. Spirit is reminding you he's already yours. You haven't got to do anything but just decide he's already mine and stop contradicting that, Spirit is saying. Okay? The relationship is already yours, but you're not in that relationship. You're still watching and waiting. Okay, so Spirit is saying you have to rewrite the new story and you have to stick with the new story, or else the new story can't come in, sweetheart. Okay, if you can do that, and here, his energy is wanting to come forward. Okay, he's wanting that strength and courage to come forward, but you're keeping him at bay. So decide. I either want him or I don't. He's already yours. So are you choosing to experience that relationship, or are you going to say, I can't be asked anymore? I just can't seem to stay in the version of me that has that relationship, in that knowing and that feeling, or am I just going to let it go and hope that one day he might come back? He always asks about you in a roundabout way, Spirit is saying. Okay? That doesn't matter. You know, when they're asking about you, the only reason they're asking about the old you is because you're still seeing yourself as the old you. If you were seeing yourself as the new you, you wouldn't have people. Remember, everybody is a reflection. Everybody has to reflect your current state of identity back. So they're only asking you about your old self because you haven't stayed in the state of your new self long enough. Okay, when you can decide that he's already mine, okay, and what identity you're coming from, I'm his girlfriend, I'm his wife, okay, then he will reveal that back to you. He will reflect that back to you. Okay? So, my lovely, you got to no, there's never been anything malicious about him. I've never ever had anything about him as malicious. The Spirit is saying that's just your fears. Remember, your words are like spells. So that is a curse. He's malicious. What if he's malicious? That's only your fears, because you're still in the old story, sweetheart. So again, Spirit is reminding you that you've got to start setting boundaries with yourself. Okay, and your friend is just reflecting back a part of you that you haven't worked on. Okay, your friend would not be saying that if you were the different version of you. So you can't shoot the messenger, remember, as Neville says, everybody reflects you back to you. Everybody is a divine messenger. Okay? If you like, because she's showing you an area that you haven't worked on. Okay? Spirit saying this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. Okay, but your heart is wanting the relationship, but you've got a lot of fear still around this. And you're very reactive still to the physical world. You're still taking your cue from the physical world, the reflection, rather than within you and sticking to that no matter what. All right, so you've got to set that boundary within yourself. No, I'm not that version of me anymore. Okay, I'm not that version of me anymore. That's not my story anymore. Okay, fruitful thoughts, a head full of fruitful thoughts, my lovely. Not nasty thoughts. Okay. Hello, Aris, my lovely. Remember, there's absolutely nothing to fear about your person, because your person and anybody else, your boss, your co-workers, your family, your friends, your lovers, only reflect back the story you are telling yourself. Okay, so if you're telling yourself all the negative things, he is just going to reflect it all back. You're going to see no movement at all. Okay, your person is hearing your thoughts. Not in a week's time, not in a month's time, right now. Okay, so you've got to come back within and decide the story and stick to it, Spirit is saying. Or else we're still going to be here asking the same questions in a year's time or 2 years' time, Neela. And you don't want that. You know, it's not because you're hoping or wishing or crossing your fingers, okay, maybe one day he's already yours, or else you would not even desire him. You would have moved on long ago. Okay? So you've just got to identify with that. He's already mine. Don't have to do anything. He's already mine. I'm just, you know, being the person. When you think of him, yeah, he's already mine. Okay, I'm already in a loving, committed, fulfilling relationship with him. We have excellent communication between us. All right? It's all the story you're telling yourself, but you can't keep switching stories, Spirit is saying. You choose one story and you persist in that story within, no matter what. You're not checking the physical world, because every time you're checking the physical world, you're saying, I don't have it. I'm not it. Okay, so come on, Neela, you know all this, Spirit is saying. That's the very first card they pulled for you. You know all this. We're just flogging a dead horse here with you. As within, so without. If you don't change the story, then you will keep experiencing the default story. Remember, deciding that your person is yours is no different, Spirit is saying, as you deciding that you want to have a cup of coffee. It's no different to me deciding that I wanted this glass of milk. I didn't sit there shitting myself going, oh my God, what if the milk's not in the fridge? What if the milk doesn't want me? What if the milk is off? Or whatever. I just went to the fucking fridge and I poured myself a milk. Okay, so all it is a decision. Your person does not have free will in your reality, in your awareness. They only exist because you're aware of them. If you were not aware of your person would not exist in your world. Okay? They are in their own awareness. You are in your awareness. And they are showing up in your awareness how you are aware of them. And at the moment, you've been going through going, he's malicious and he's rude. So stop doing that. That's right. All versions. Remember, Neela, all these different decks of cards, okay, are all different versions of your person. So which one are you playing with? Okay, because there's already a version who loves and adores you and has only ever loved and adored you. Okay, but so you have to put your awareness on that within first, then it can be reflected back. The physical world has to reflect back your identity. It's never about what or who you want. Okay, it's who you say you are. You have to, when the thought comes into your head, you have to remind yourself of the news. Literally, it can just be, oh, he's already mine. I'm already in a loving, fulfilling, committed relationship with him. He contacts me all the time. Okay, when you are persisting in that news story, it has to get reflected back to you. Nobody and nothing can tell you no. Remember what Neville says about moving mountains. Everything will move mountains if it takes one person or a million people to bring you what you want. Okay? And again, Spirit is reminding you that creation is done. All possibilities and potentials exist. That's why you're choosing and then deciding that it's yours. Okay? At the moment, you're choosing and deciding a story that is not in alignment with what you want. He's already yours. There's no separation. You can't be separate. Nothing can be separate from you. It only exists in your awareness. Remember, the physical world is the hologram, the illusion. It's malleable. And also, Spirit is, they're chatting away here as I'm going quiet, they're chatting away, saying, remind everybody as well that the universe is meaningless. Nothing in this universe has a meaning until you give it a meaning. Okay, so look at the meaning, the story and the labels you are giving to things and wondering why it's getting reflected back, why you're experiencing it. Whether through your person or through somebody else. Okay, look at the stories and labels. You have to change them. I'm back again, you man. Do you want me to put the prices in the chat for you and the link? Excuse me. Got hiccups now. Hello, Nini. Okay. And to you, my lovely. Okay, I've just Iman, I will do yours next. Just put in there about the timestamps for the free collective readings. Now, the first live that I did that crashed, okay, that one had the spirit message one on, and I've put the timestamp in the comment section. So in this, after this live, it will be just the love reading and the career reading, okay, that I'll put the timings for. Okay, overall energy, spirit. I don't think they'll be supporting Rocky after with their temperaments. They're off on their own, my love. They probably won't even want to know Rocky. They're new kids on the block. Right, overall energy for Iman's. Let's have that one. Yeah, turning their back on him. Or else Rocky will turn his back on them. Like, oh my God, what are these? Sit there on opposite perches. Right, so the overall energy I feel is going to be that, yeah, it's going to be a bit of a clash here. Okay, you got some feisty birds there, some independent, strong-willed birds that have come in. Right, Rocky's energy in this. Yeah, I would. Shame. It'll keep you occupied. It will be a challenge. See how you get on. Here in the UK, we usually say let something settle in for 3 months. Okay, see how, mind you probably can't send him back then, can you, after 3 months? I don't want this one anymore. Right, Rocky's energy spirit with the, how's Rocky feeling with the newbies? Rocky feeling with the newbies. Still misses the other one. Still knows that Coco is still around actually as well. Okay. As I'm getting that sort of quiet and subdued feeling as well. So has Rocky been a bit quiet and subdued still? I feel like he's lost the bounce, lost his mojo. Yeah, feeling like very, see how it's cowered away here. Not in a very good positive energy. Poor old Rocky there. Okay, it's more like that leave me alone energy. And they are mating in front of her. I told you, you've got some scoundrels there. You've got some. No wonder she's turning her back. Get me out of here. What? Oh, how rude. I'll turn my back on them monsters doing that. Oh dear. Mind you, it's only quick. It's not like a full-blown hour. Right. Yeah, still quite in Rocky's still very much in emotions still. Okay. So yes, there could be trouble ahead. Yes, Coco is missed, but Coco is still around you all, saying that it's still with your dad. Okay, your dad's still taking care of Coco, and your dad's sending love as well. Okay, your dad's saying he was definitely around over the holiday period there. Okay, and knows very much that you miss him and Coco. All right. So you've got some mischievous birds there to keep an eye on. Rebellious birdies. Yes. Very much still together. There you go. So plenty of amusement for you, Iman, with those newbies. Shall we say? The sex bees. Only been together a month, did you say? Getting it on. Funny. Right. Got about 5 minutes, then I'll do the career collective reading. And again, don't forget, I put the timestamps in the comments section afterwards. On this live part 2, because the first one crashed. So the spirit message is in the first one, and I might go back and label that part 1 actually. Yeah. Ay. When I put one back, it's because it means the same as one of these. Okay, I'm just setting out the cards for the career. Collective reading, sorry. Right, okay. So I'll start it now, actually. Right, so Spirit is saying for the career message for the collective. Now, remember, it's not going to resonate with all of you. We've all got different situations. But for some of you, it will resonate, Spirit is saying. Okay, so for those of you that are bored or fed up in a job, okay, or wondering what career to go into, okay, this is a time of self-reflection for you. Okay, what is it that you truly want? When you follow what you love, what you're passionate about, what your heart is going to want to get out of bed for in the morning, okay, and you start taking action in finding work that fulfills that, okay, the money will come to you. All right, now for some of you, you will have to be patient. Okay, some of you can apply for a job and you get it straight away. Others of you, just be patient. Okay, but when you are following a job that is lighting you up, that you're passionate and you love getting out of bed for every morning, okay, that's where the solid tree roots take shape. Okay, that's the solid foundation. You can be doing that for a long time. You'll put down those solid roots. Okay, a lot of us chase the money. And when you're chasing the money, you're going to move from job to job, or it's going to have a burnout, or you're going to be moaning and complaining about it and just stay stuck. Okay, follow your passion. Remember, money is just energy. So when you're sending out that frequency, because remember, you're broadcasting a frequency all day long with how you feel and how you think. Okay, so when you're broadcasting that, oh, I love my job, I've got my perfect job, and that the money automatically comes. Even if you go for something that's less, it will lead to something more because you're in the flow, you're in alignment. Okay, when you're wanting something in your heart and you're going against it in your head, you're out of alignment and the doors stay locked. You're going to find it more challenging. You're going to find it more difficult. Okay, so Spirit is saying if you want work or career that's got the money and got the passion behind it, combine the two. Okay, I mean, they will gel together, Spirit is saying, sorry. Okay, yes, there won't be any more battles. There will be peace within you. Okay, and you've certainly got the skills. So what skill set have you got? Not what people think you should be doing or what you think you should be doing. Follow your heart. When you follow your heart, all the doors open. Your heart is your truth and it knows. Your mind is the problem solver. Okay, but it can spin wheels sometimes. It's got the fear, it's got the doubt. Okay, all the ifs, whys, buts, maybes, hows and whens. Just follow your heart. That's one thing I've definitely done in the last year. And so many doors have opened for me. Okay, I've come out of that fear and I've blossomed. Okay, even at my age, we're always evolving. Just get your story straight and then all the doors will open. Okay, it doesn't matter what you're physically seeing. What you're physically seeing is a reflection of all your old way of thinking, all the old things you tell yourself. Okay, move on from that, Spirit is saying. You're just keeping yourself stuck. Okay, we've got 10 minutes left. So is anybody wanting their free reading, which is 2 cards, or is any of you wanting a paid reading with more clarity and insight behind your question or situation. Now, I won't be on next Tuesday, but I will be on, hopefully from then on, for the going forward, for the moment, on a Tuesday. Okay. Yes, Izzy, you've put your hand up. Yes, me. And Neela, for you as well, yeah. Both of you just type your question. Don't forget that sometimes YouTube won't show the question. So when you've typed it, like I can see the hands, I can see what you've written, Neela, and I can see Izzy's put lol. Okay, but you might have put the question and I can't see it. So let me know when you have posted it, and then if we can't see it, then you can reword it different, and hopefully it will show up. Okay, reword it different, Neela, because it's not showing. The last thing I saw from you is I want to ask 2 cards if I can. And Izzy, I'm not seeing yours, sweetheart. All right, okay. Oh, actually, Izzy, you might have just been saying hi. Not putting your hand up to when I said, does anybody want a question? Sorry. So, yes, okay, Neela, you're saying your contract ended in October. So are you asking about a job? That career message will go well with you. Follow your passion. No, I don't see it after that one, Neela. And thank you for all the love there, Izzy. Yes, it's definitely lagging if you're doing those. No, I can't see your question, Izzy. Try rewording it. And Neela, I can't see what you've put after my contract ended in October. Ravit, whilst you two are trying to do it, I will do Ravit. Ravit. When will Ravit get a new job? Okay. Right. Spirit is saying to you, Ravit, okay, that your energy is too up and down here, or you're undecided on what you actually want to do. Get more balanced. What is it that you want to do? Okay, once you are in balance, Spirit is saying, or that you know what you want, then a job will be revealed to you within 1 to 2. Okay, so it could be within 1 to 2 weeks of you deciding, or within 1 to 2 months. Right, Izzy, definitely not seeing yours. I'm seeing all your emojis, but no, well, apart from you saying you don't see my question and I keep repeating. So try rewording it. Okay, so Neela, I don't know what you're asking. My contract ended in October, leg problems, and then the only other thing I've seen is... Where else were you? Can't even find that one now. Something about seasonal, wasn't it? Oh, for new season. All right, Izzy. Okay, I can see yours as well. Little light. Let me just pop yours in, then you can be doing that whilst I am doing that. Neela's L. Smith, that's why. Remember, she's got, some of you have got 2 different names. Right, that's for you, Little Light. Right. Izzy, will S break no contact soon? So remember everything that I've said in the love reading, the collective love reading, and what I was saying to somebody about love, all right, as well. You're focused on the no contact. So when you're focused on the no contact, you're keeping him away. Okay? Right. He definitely is still, well, S is definitely still thinking about you. Okay? You're still on their mind, still thinking about you. Okay? They're still not quite sure about coming forward or whether to. Okay? But if they can get out of that fear, all knotted up and twisted up like this tree branch, okay, it'll be within a 2 to 4. Okay? So it could be within 2 to 4 days. It could be over the next 2 to 4 weeks. Okay, if you've been apart for months, then it could be within the next 2 to 4 months. All right, but they definitely still think about you. Okay, still attracted to you, Spirit is saying. It could have been them. It could have been S who sent you that text message. So Neela, let me come back to Neela before I move on. So alter ego. Oh, your other name, yes. So Neela, are you asking if there's any work coming for the new season? Is that what you're asking? When work's coming or something? All right, in the same job. So will Neela get... So will you get another contract for the new season, yeah? It's positive, so it's definitely got the potential. All right, they know that you're good at what you do. Little bit of undecided, so they may not have a space yet, or they may be thinking of redoing it. Not redoing it, that's the wrong word. What I'm getting is them shuffling things around. Okay, this indecisiveness. Okay, but the potential's there. If you do hear something, it'll be within a 3 to 6. Okay, so it could be over the next 3 to 6 days or over the next 3 to 6 weeks. Okay, we know that we don't answer pregnancy questions, my lovelies. So the person who's asked about a baby, you won't be getting that answered. No legal, legal pregnancy or health questions, please. Van, just drop your question in there, please. Right, paid readings take priority and somebody has paid. So all of you just hold fire for a moment. I will come back to you. Little Light, what's your question, sweetheart? You didn't put it on the paper. Or at least I'm not seeing it on there. Oh, it just says Little Light. Let me expand it a bit. No. On there. Alright, right. Current tea, but I've got energies when we haven't seen each other the past 2 weeks. Been trying to be more open and giving a green up. I'm not sure if it's going to go anywhere. Okay. Right, Gold, I will answer yours after Little Light's paid reading, my lovely. Yes, Neela, there is. Okay. His current energies towards you, I can't remember what the free reading said. It sort of said thinking, wasn't it? He's in that sort of thinking mode, not taking action mode. And that's very much what we've got here. Okay, I know that you either work together or go to school together. Okay, and you only see him there sort of thing. But his energy is still very much in his emotions and very sort of closed off, push-pull energy still. Now, that could be due to something that he's going through. All right, something might have happened over the holidays. He might even be thinking whether he wants to still be at that job anymore. Okay, but he's definitely in his mental prison here. So he's not coming out. He's not ready at the moment. Okay, and remember, Spirit is saying you've got to have that high honor for yourself. When you're loving, choosing and prioritizing yourself, others will love, choose and prioritize you. When you're waiting for him, you'll be waiting a long time. You're focused on him, so he's focused on himself. Okay, your heart knows and feels. Trust your heart. Okay, you don't have to give him the green light. Just be you. But it's how you think. Remember, sweetheart, he only exists because you are aware of him. But it's how you're aware of him. Your awareness is on trying to catch his attention, give him the green light in the hope that he will come towards you, but you're pushing him away. Your energy is in a lack energy. I don't have. Instead of in the knowing energy. Oh, he's already mine. He's already mine. I don't need to do anything. He's already mine. And then tell a little, why is he already yours? Because I'm the prize. Okay, I'm the best thing that's ever happened to him. He can't take his eyes off me. All right, why should he be choosing you? Always follow it up with something. Okay, so Spirit is saying the energy is still stuck because you're still sort of looking at him as out there. Spirit is saying you can put the word strictly in there, but you are still waiting. So we like how she put, I'm not strictly waiting for him, but when's he coming and when's the energy changing? Okay. Remember, he reflects back your story and your awareness of him. He doesn't have free will. If you're saying that every morning he's sat there waiting for you like a puppy dog with a bunch of flowers, and you persist in that story, you will have to see it reflected back. He will have to show up every day with a bouquet of flowers for you. Okay? You're overthinking this. Just decide. He's already mine. Okay? He is a reflection of your story, my lovely. Remember the stories and the labels. Okay, your thoughts are transmitted to him. And if you're transmitting thoughts with, I don't think he's interested anymore, he's going, I kind of like her, but I'm not really interested in her anymore. Okay, so you've got to really think. Remember, your thoughts are like spells. Either it's going to be your curse and you're not going to get what you want, or it can be your good spell. That's all a spell is. Okay, just like tarot cards, they're just pieces of card with pictures on. They are not magic. They're not doing anything. It's how I'm interpreting them and hearing spirit as well, because don't forget I'm a medium. So a spell is just words that you're believing in, putting that power behind it, your belief power behind it. Your words are the same. Because you didn't persist, you were wavering, Spirit is saying. You had that positive outlook, but then you were looking at the time. Nothing's happening yet. How much longer? You didn't stay within no matter what was happening. Doesn't matter if he was there holding hands or kissing another girl. Okay, you went back outside of yourself, Spirit is saying. And we don't realize we do it. Okay, there's many times when I think that I've stuck to the new story, and actually I haven't. I've wavered so many times through the day. And then I wonder why nothing's changing, because I haven't persisted in the new story, no matter what. I've gone off with the fairies and looking for it. Right, okay, let me come back to gold. Gold. Will baby daddy get back in contact? Baby daddy get back in contact with gold. Gold, are you still in the chat? Just tell the story. He can't get enough of you. He's already yours because you're the prize and you're the best thing that's ever happened to him. Okay? I did want to come off, Neela, but if it's about work or about your person, don't bother, because Spirit's saying we've already summed all that up. There's nothing else to say on that. Gold K, are you still in the chat, my lovely? No, I don't think Gold's here anymore. Okay. Let me just do a shout out. Gold. Okay. Hi, Chatna. Okay, gold doesn't appear to be here anymore. Needless payments just come through. Okay, I will refund. Well, remember that they gave the 3 to 6. Okay, so it could be over the next 3 to 6 weeks. They're still undecided. Okay, so there isn't really any more to tell you on that. They haven't decided. Okay, they might be shifting people around. They might be sorting out different contracts. Okay, so I'll refund your money, my lovely, because there's nothing else to say. Okay, you're just going to have to really wait and see because they haven't decided. Okay, righty-ho, everybody. It's been lovely having 2 hours with you all. Hope that your readings have helped. I will go into the comment section after the live and pin in the love reading and the career collective messages. Don't forget, for those of you who did get readings before the first one crashed, that is still on YouTube under lives. Okay, so you can still listen to your reading there. Right then, my lovelies, I will leave that with you. Don't forget, I will not be on next Tuesday, but then going forward, hopefully I will be on a Tuesday. Have a wonderful week. Have a wonderful 2 weeks and catch up with you all soon. Bye-bye.